Oh, a positive profit. You were saying that why am I doing this for money? You know, this is a funny thing. I think it's me made a very good point. You don't do it for money. Money comes with it eventually. So, you know, I'm not gonna say no. Um why would anyone stop? You know, we're risking our lives and neck because we believe in something. John, you want to do something in life, you have to do the hard yards, John. You have to do it over and over and over again. It's like if you want to be an athlete, you got to train every day. And then people at the end see your big muscles and they go, oh, I want to be like you. He's getting paid so much money. That's not how it happens, bro. People don't see all the hard work that you put in. That's what you got to do, John. Maybe I think you probably know a little bit. Um, you realize that after 2-3 months hanging out with the cool guys, that's not how your audience grows. And a lot of people burn out. A lot of people give up. And that's why I've seen so many people who look at me like in Urdu, Pakistani world as well. And they say, oh, you know, we're going to talk about him. They make videos on me or whatever, but then nobody watches and then they give up. That's how it works. You've got to keep doing it. This is why I say it's not actually about the money. Money eventually comes with it. There is a Muslim girl, I won't name her, but she asked me, and I said, I'll promote your channel. And I did promote a channel. And then she asked me, what's your business model? How do you make money? I'm like, if you're doing this for money, forget about it because you'll burn out. I started this in 2018. And by the end of actually 2017, I started it. And in 2020 is something I started getting enough money that, you know, that could, I don't know, that is something that you could say, okay, that's decent. That's decent amount of money. I wouldn't say how much, but, you know, it's decent. It's okay. You know, I've built quite a few properties. I live pretty much on my own terms. I've rescued a couple of people. I'm a millionaire, by the way. Most of people don't know, not because of this ex-Muslim work. Me being financially stable allowed me to do this thing and do my follow my pursuit and pursue my dream and my activism. That's what I've done.
Listen,
right.
So what you said was exactly true. It's something that I've heard from Tony Robbins. I thought it was an amazing quote. He said, I mean, it's a little bit wishy-washy. Do what you love and the money will come, in the sense that when you bring value to people, like, money comes. You don't need to look for money. And if you're going to search for money, you're not going to get, like, you're not going to do well because you're going to burn out, like you said.
And Abdullah, this is not something that, you know, like I have discovered or you have discovered. This is like a known formula for so many. Like, if you've ever read any biography of successful people, that's all they say. You know, like all these people, they followed their dreams or they followed what they were so passionate about. Otherwise, yeah, you do burn out. You know, Abdullah, how long? Sultan, you're a millionaire. We should talk more. Bro, I actually, you know, I after I graduated, I worked really, really hard for 10 years. And I sometimes look back and I say, I wish I could get those 20 years back. But, you know, sometimes I say, no, I couldn't, because if I hadn't worked, I wouldn't have been paying off these multiple mortgages that after 10 years now, you know, they've returned so much. But what it did, I could actually retire in my early 30s. And my assets were already worth. So, you know, and I could do this. Now, you know, like, look, this is 12:35 p.m., 12 midday on Monday morning. I don't have to go to work, you know. So I just put this jacket on. I actually ordered a Boost juice, so I better go and get it shortly. Life is great, John. Yeah. Life is great. That's what you got to do. But now the good thing is now this is actually making me some money as well, which is fine. Again, I'm not doing it for that, but it's coming. There's a saying in Urdu, in Hindi, they say "Gharai Lakshmi ko nahi thukrata," meaning if fortune knocks on your door, you don't slam the door shut in his face. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it makes sense. And like you said, same thing. I do have a full-time job, and earning six figures. It's I could probably be making double that if I really wanted, but my job is stable, and I like it, and it gives me a bit of time to work on other stuff in the evenings, and I don't have, once my day is done, for the most part, there's no overtime, and so I'm able to jump on and do things that I love, and it's just good. So it's working out for me. So I'm keeping my stable, comfy job and doing this on the side, because this is my true passion. This is what I really enjoy more than my coding, more than, although I do love coding, it's, tinkering and building things. There's a joy in that as well. But I found this creative outlet now, this YouTube channel, and it allows me to be creative in a different way, right? And it's, in a way, it's like a battlefield where you are pitting your wits against the wits of apologists, and there's like a battle, and you're constantly growing. To be honest, Haris, when I first met you, and I probably said your name wrong since I met you until now, I didn't like you. I'm like, who's this guy that Abdullah Gondal
You still
knows?
don't like me. I know you still don't like me.
And he's
We're
like,
only pretending to like each other because we thought that we have something useful to say about these clowns.
and then you were like going on about, you used to go on about the flying donkey a lot, right?
I know, I
This is like
still do.
huh?
I still do. I still do. I reckon, people think it's a low hanging fruit, but I still
Yeah,
reckon it
yeah,
just fact slaps people. Like, okay,
yeah.
on one hand, you're talking about something really important, but like there's so many other things. But anyway, carry on. Carry
I have to say that you have grown so much from the time I met you. And I think this is what being in this battlefield of ideas, like, over and over and over again, it does grow you, because you just get better at it. You get better, and you talk like I heard you talking to Kushal and we do, and man, you were like standing your ground, and you were like speaking from the heart, and you were like explosive and beautiful, and like it's just like you speak well. I mean,
Beautiful,
it's fantastic.
my face or my arguments.
And so I think, I have noticed this too, when intro is saying, people bashing Islam and this and that. The thing is, a lot of people go through the angry phase, and as time goes on, they get better and they get more refined, and they get past the Muhammad's a pedo thing, and they get on to other things that actually, like if you look at Abdullah Gondal, like the whole neuroscience thing, that's a whole different angle altogether, and the whole Quran preservation thing, that's a whole angle. There's different angles you can take, right? It's not just Muhammad's bad morality. I mean, that's kind of easy, like you said, but it is therapeutic, frankly speaking. It's therapeutic to some people to bash Islam, and they get over it and they move on. And who cares? Why is that a big deal? Like, what's the problem if someone does that? Like, if you're offended, just don't follow those pages. Just unfollow and block and move on. And people that enjoy this content will follow it. People that appreciate it will send us money, and that just helps us do even more. So it is a thing that it gets reinforced by our viewers. Our viewers are the ones who are pushing us up and making us bigger.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, like anything, you grow. Like, I mean, my argument on Islam has only one interpretation, changed, and now it's
Yeah.
changed. Now it's gone back to the original
What?
position. I'm just kidding. No, what I do say. I agree. I think that ended up refining my argument that
Yeah.
there is no one interpretation of Islam. So I totally agree, and I think I've moved on from that stance in my book. However, where I think I probably do differ from you, or maybe Hassan Udwan a little bit, is that whatever the true interpretation might be that nobody knows, but Muhammad would have had one interpretation.
Yeah.
Can we? Yeah. So he must have meant something.
Yeah.
What he was
for sure.
thinking.
I
but
think I don't
now
even
nobody
think
can decipher that. Now nobody
Yeah.
can decipher that. So I think we shouldn't be able to say, hey, you should be like Taliban, you should be like ISIS,
Yeah.
even though this
I-
is what I argued in my book. But yeah. So yeah, that's my point.
I sometimes wonder too if he even cared what happened after he died. I sometimes truly wonder, did he really care that once he's dead? Like, he didn't leave the proper book behind. He didn't leave proper rules on who was gonna, inherit from him.
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna be the next leader? I mean, that's a failure of a leader, that that the crisis that happened when Muhammad died just shows you that it seems like he didn't give a shit, or he just died
Yeah.
unexpectedly. And either way,
No, he was sick for a little bit, and then there is a hadith that he asked for a pen and paper. He might have thought, okay, maybe I should do it. But again, one of my Muslim relatives actually said, Haris, like all you say, sometimes I think maybe Muhammad just made it all up, and he didn't even know that shit will
Yeah.
get real.
Yeah.
1400 years later, people will still be talking about it. Muhammad probably didn't even care, but then I was like, hey, whoa, what are you doing? You're a Muslim still. He's like, yeah, sorry, I can't think like that. It's quite amazing. And then it's just, but anyway, I think you should get a positive profit now, because I ordered a juice.
Yeah. You can go.
Which I'm gonna go and get it. But I'll keep listening to you. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Yeah, AP, if you're on there and you want to join, I'll just send you the link. I don't know if you're free or not. Pause day. Oh, here we go. Send you oh, and by the way, thank you so much to AP, man, for both, actually Haris and AP both, man, went out of the way to try to help me and get my channel strike removed. Unfortunately, the channel strike was not removed. I still have a channel strike, and I still don't have monetization. And at the end of the day, I'm still going. You know what I mean? Like, it's a challenge. I feel like, you know what? I need to look at it as a challenge. I lost something, but it's okay. At least I got my channel back, and I'm happy for that. I don't recommend that we make personal attacks again, guys. I'm just going to recommend that. Oh yeah, and while we're waiting for if anyone, if I don't know if AP can join or not, I'm just going to say that Hindutva got Almin's account suspended. So Almin Nawabi again is permanently banned on Twitter, permanently banned. And I don't know what to do about that. I have unfortunately run out of ideas. I mean, we all tried to talk to Twitter, and it seems like Twitter is not going to budge because they just don't like Sexy Cali, I guess. And they have whatever reason to do that, and so he's completely banned. Excuse me. He still has Atheist Republic, but his actual main account. Okay, so let me see. Almin Nawabi. Oh yeah, account is suspended, and it's actually suspended even worse than before. It's now super banned. I don't know what the word is. Super banned. Let me share my screen. I mean, you can see if you're on Twitter. Almin Nawabi. Account suspended for violating. Share screen. Which one is it? Twitter. Boom. That is really unfortunate. That is super unfortunate, but it is. I want to thank the Abdullah Samir team for all your support. Those of you who aren't part of the team yet, click join now below to support normalizing dissent. Click the support link for more details. This is your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim, Abdullah Samir, signing out.